Garfield Superblock is the town hall of the Central District. There is so much history and so much legacy between Garfield High School and Horace Mann.
Today we're doing a boot camp academy for artists who may or may not know how to get on big projects, maybe not know how to do fabrication or things like that. Maybe they've never done a mural and they want to get into public art. So learning about all of the ins and outs of how you can start that journey, and just open forum for people to ask questions and learn from people who have been doing it for quite some time.
Garfield Superblock is a project taken from many notes. As you know, back in the 90s, we had a lot of community meetings on campus here. And it's a compile of those notes of what the community said they would like to see in and around this campus, especially the improvement of the campus. Well, we had this thing that came along called gentrification. And as you probably know, that erases history, or at least erased the mainly Black history and the people of color history. So it's important that our kids and the new people that move here know that this community didn't just appear and have all of its jazz history and educational history made up. It took people to put that together. If I'm the last Black person here, I want my footprint somewhere on this building. So it's important that we have something that tells the story throughout this community about that history, so that our kids can be proud when they walk through this community.
At the heart of this project really is public art, and it's public art that wants to really tell a story of the history of the Central area and how it grew. And so today is really an offering to the community to help make the art at this project the best it could be. We have a lot of really amazing speakers today and a lot of people from the community itself that have gone through this process, and so we're happy to have them here to unveil those secrets that they've come across during that process.
I met Sharon with Takiyah, and we were talking about the project, and then it was something that felt like it needed to be a thing I needed to be a part of. We both went to Garfield, graduated in 2005, and knowing that this project was supposed to take off in 2005 and then didn't end up going in the direction that they wanted it to go, it was like, this is where I need to be. This is what I need to be on. You know what I mean?
What we have done is identified 7 specific ethnic groups that have had a large footprint in the Central District. Of course, beginning with the Duwamish, Jewish people, Black African Americans, Italians, Filipinos, Japanese, and Chinese.
We have our Garfield Superblock Public Art Academy. That's like a mouthful, but we really want to make sure that these different cultural communities, we have the opportunity for them to learn how to make public art, what is public art. So we're doing 2 full days of sessions with local kind of public artists to talk about how they do their work. They can ask questions, they can learn about fabrication, and hopefully once the call opens April 3rd, then they'll have all the skills they need to be successful. Art is the thing that makes places special. It's the thing that brings people together. If you think about right outside the Seattle Asian Art Museum, that big black hole sun where people congregate, we think these are the things that mark time and place. And so of course you want art there that's special and unique. And I think all the people that are a part of the Garfield community deserve that.
So each group will be invited to create a piece that represents their culture in a particular historical period. They will collaborate on a piece together, and the idea of having the artists collaborate on a gateway piece is to illustrate the fact of that we all work together, need to work together in order to build something greater than ourselves.
I think about all of these places, all of these centers of community that make up the Central District and make up my history. You know, my family came here in the 60s, and, you know, we are one of those legacy families who had really, really deep roots here. You know, we talk about gentrification, we talk about displacement, we talk about all of these things that sort of work to erase some of our memories. The Garfield Superblock project is trying to bring that back. It's trying to facilitate a return of, you know, that history back to this area. And it's so important, you know, like, I think about the next generations who don't know the history of Garfield, who don't know that Martin Luther King spoke here and don't know the gravity of those types of events. Having a space that is physical, that is of scale, that is of importance, where people can come and share that history is of utmost importance, you know, when it comes to, again, facilitating that return of us coming back home.
The Superblock consists of Garfield, the Park Campus, and Horace Mann. So it's a 6 square block project that we're going to do exterior work, mainly upgrading the areas and putting artwork.
Robert is a great example of, you know, community-led initiative, right? Like, we have the power to influence and change our communities, which is also why I love public art. So, you know, stick with it, right? This is 20 years long, but if you want to see your community to be better, you should do it.
The idea is to remake these plates to give it a second life, pretty much like a lot of people experience. Like, they experience houselessness, now they want to remake their life. This is one way I'm sort of making a connection with that.
It seems like there's more and more interest in that community building, and to me, it really resonates with my heart, because that's how we get through uncertain times, is through community connection. And so that's why I get excited in it. My next couple projects have are more deeply rooted in engagement, because I don't think there's much else we can do in the face of uncertainty than know our neighbors and support each other.
This is your home. And just like you remodel your home and do improvements on it, this park needs improvement and needs to be kept up. It's a place that you can come and relax and enjoy, play ball, barbecues, swim, et cetera, et cetera. So because it's a part of you, you should be a part of keeping it up. You should be a part of the development and improvement of it. It's you.